Thank you so much, Asen. The lack of questions, it means that you are very precise, one of the two. I always say that it's that you are just saying something which people are not even understanding what you're talking about. But here we're professionals. It means that you're very much precise because professionals are known to engage a lot. So I'm going to assume that is because you're very precise, but also maybe just confirming some of the aspects which our professionals already knew of. But like Asen said, please let's continue to engage. You're welcome to just drop us a chat or raise your hand and let us engage. We just want to make sure that as you go through this journey, you understand what it's about. But I think the main thing for us is that we are here to walk the journey with you throughout and through and through. Like you said, that we're still celebrating. We continue to celebrate. It's never going to be enough celebration. Some people ask me, I call offense and I say, we're still celebrating you. I call Nokolo and say, we're still celebrating you. I call courage and all my candidates to say that we're still celebrating you because this journey is a long journey. So it is worth all the celebration. And I think for us, this year we came with this theme and it was really backed by our candidates, our engagements with the candidates. And as to it, we were asking to say, well, how did you make it? Whether you passed your APC on first attempt, how did you do it? You passed on the 8th attempt. What do you mean? How did you do this? And for us, we thought that we'll share with all our professionals as you walk through the journey, as you start the beginning of this journey, some this aspect which we summarize after we have engaged and with our candidates and also engaged with our professional team to just continue to see how then do we further support our candidates from a personalized perspective. And we came with a theme for 2026. So I'm hoping that by the end of this year, you guys would have lived to the theme and maybe you'll also assist us to enhance this one more or even come up with a new one for 2027. So I think for 2026, which goes through to all friends of the brands, which means it's yourselves, it's us, the team, and also our mentors, the lecturing team, is being your number one fan. And this, like as I said, that for us was to say that in order for you to become, a chartered accountant is not, for us, it's just not a profession. You need to become one. How do you do that? And we noted that becoming your number one fan, it's one of the things which will set you apart. And it's one of the things which will also assist you to becoming that chartered accountant, to complementing that chartered global management accountant you already are, or you're in the process of finalizing. And we're saying that some of the attributes which came throughout for one to become that difference maker, to become that responsible business leader is these are the 4 things which we came up with. You need to become the best version of yourself. You need to be in the front line of wanting to achieve that which you have purposed for this year. Let's start with the meaning, with the short goals which we have for this year, or maybe not even for this year. Let's just think about what you want to achieve in the development phase. Asen spoke about the class tasks. As you go through the class task, you need to have how am I going to build my journey such that come December, I'm sitting for SAICA, ICAS, ICANN, LEA, APC. How am I going to make sure that come the 4th of November, I am not battling with Asen for the eligibility for the certificate to go sit for the assessment? But it was a journey which I've gone through. For us is one, you need to remember your why. Ask yourself, what is your why? And this is important because your why will be important. You guys are professionals. You know the journey can be very challenging. And your why assists you to ground you. It reminds you, regardless of the speed humps you might hit, to say that this is why I'm doing it. It may not be comfortable when I'm receiving that feedback. And I must just remember that I am contributing towards my why. So for us, it's important that you crystallize and you make it clear what your why is, because you will need it throughout the journey. 2 is show up for yourself. Showing up for yourself, for me, you guys have already done it. You are here on a Friday night. you are showing up for yourself. Showing up for yourself will also to say that as you go through the APC journey, and even if you go through some of our friends of the brands, the candidates who have gone through the journey, is that there will be some of the things you need to sacrifice. There will be some of the of the relationship which you'll need to arrange a bit to not to arrange, but to what is the word? You will need to work around them, alter a bit, because it means that it's making sure that you're showing up for yourself, because you need to say that, how am I going to make sure that I'm achieving my why? This relationship, is it aligning with me showing up for myself? This relationship which I have, is it aligning with me meeting my why? The third one is investing towards your why. Yes, you'll get the feedback from the team to say that out of these 9 competencies, business acumen is on the top. Technical skills, you're doing well, or maybe technical skills, you're not doing well. Part of investing towards your why is that you can't wake up as though there is nothing for you to work on. Those CTA videos, they are amazing. And it's not me saying it, our candidates say so. They are amazing. But then you need to utilize your resources. We are accountants. One of the things which you can do is not utilize the resources you have to achieve your why. So for us, it's investing towards your why. Investing towards your why means that you might need to go back and say that there's a technical skill gap. CTA videos, instead of me waking up at 6 o'clock to go for work, towards my investing towards a why, it means I might need to wake up at 4 to put in 2 hours for my CTA videos, or 1 hour for CTA videos, whichever it is. The question is that, as part of you becoming, what are you doing on a daily basis, which is investing towards your why? Are you becoming a CA, or you are waiting for it to just happen? No, you need to invest. As you engage with your fellow colleagues, are they talking to someone who's becoming a CA, or just a general person? You need to invest towards your why. Being kind to yourself is very important through this journey. And I always say that sometimes I will have sessions where Asan and team are not here, because we just need to be kind to ourselves, because those then competency framework feedback, that nice feedback report which Asan is talking about, may feel not so kind. But one of the things of being kind to yourself, which one of our friends of the brand said, was that when you receive that feedback report, you need to be kind to yourself and acknowledge the investment you have done. But you also need to be kind to yourself enough to be honest with what you need to work on. And you need to be kind to yourself to not take the feedback to any point in time as a reflection of you. That's a reflection of your investment at that point in time. And you will hear, for example, the upcoming phase, which Asen was talking about, is called the development phase. You are developing. We are not saying you have arrived. It's a process. And when you acknowledge that, when you become kind to yourself, you acknowledge that you are in a journey. You have not arrived. So when you get the first feedback, is to say that, okay, I'm on a 50 kilometers per hour. I'm needed to be on 120. How do I accelerate? What are some of the gaps I need to work? What do I need to fine tune? What are some of the areas which I need to work on so that I increase my speed? So being kind to yourself is not taking upon the feedback you have just to suppress you or to give yourself names, but to use it as an upliftment tool. For us, that is the reason. The reason why, Matisse, like you're saying, you're going to move from not a limited competence outcome to a high competent outcome is utilizing the feedback you might have gotten on that limited outcome to accelerate, to work on it, and to use it as your development tool than as a tool to bash yourself. So for us, becoming your number one fan is to making sure that you invest across these 3. And I'm hoping that regardless of what you're doing, whether if even in a workplace, as you're becoming a CA, as you're becoming that difference maker, as you're becoming that responsible business leader, you also work around becoming your number one fan and investing towards why. And I think for me, even in the workplace, is to say that when you're sending that email, Asen spoke about communication skills. Are you communicating as a CA, or you're saying you're waiting to become a CA so that you can communicate as one? No. As you becoming your number one fan, it has to start with on Monday when you respond to that email. is it a good business? It's in a good business tone or not? And just to wrap up, in terms of, I think one of the questions which we continuously get is to say, which program should I register for? Now, the program, the comprehensive program, it is the one which included the foundation phase, which Asen was talking about. That program is, I would say that because the first foundation phase has already ended, the program which you should be looking at will be the main program. As that's why I was also identifying the candidates who we have in the audience. So for us, is the main program. For those who are here just to get more information, definitely if you're in the comprehensive, you should be sharing some of the feedback in terms of how the foundation phase worked out for you. But the main program is what you need to register for, the one which is commencing tomorrow. If you have not finalized the registration, you're able to do so. And the moment you, I shared the registration link, the moment you process your registration, you process the payment through PayFast. You don't need to talk to anyone. As a digital acumen company, you will be automatically activated and you'll have access. It means that tomorrow you can have access to join the session. Which is starting tomorrow. The catch-up program is mainly for the IAC candidates who are sitting for IAC June. So that I'll say that does not apply. And the case study package is for the candidates who are repeat candidates who already have a valid certificate. And they're saying that this year they're just here to refresh couple of areas, because on those 9 competency, there are only few areas which they need to work on. So for us, the candidates who are here, the program which we should be registering for is the main program. And in terms of where to from here, as you kept on hearing me talking about the Friends of the Brand, this year, so this slide is a bit bumped up. We are celebrating the 6th year, which Endunamo had been accredited by SICA. So we're celebrating. April is our celebratory month. That's why I continuously celebrate. So as part of the celebration, whatever the number you're seeing here, just double it up. So what we know is that our candidates continue to say good news about our program, share with their colleagues, with their friends, invite their friends to say, come register. You guys can also do that. Invite someone to come register. For us, we're grateful that you already know and you understand the value of our program, but we also want to share the value with you. Sharing the value means that our way of saying thank you, we will provide the rewards. Like I was saying that this year we have this month is a special month. The reinvest a reward of 10% has been doubled to 20%, meaning that if you register and say you refer someone, they register and they finalize their registration, and you're saying that you want that reward towards your tuition fee or someone else's tuition fee, instead of them getting 10% of whatever the other person paid, it will be 20%. Cash reward, it means that also if you say that I want to I refer someone else, they successfully register and they pay towards that payment, instead of you getting 5% for the month of April, you get 10%. And the same thing, they reinvest and they pay it forward. The pay it forward is when you're paying it for someone else. You guys, all you just need to do is to share the good news with the next person, and then you get rewarded. And yeah, I will also share the information when we share the slides, and the recording. Will also share the information on the Friends of the Brand, so that you can also utilize that. But otherwise, you're also able to just go on our website under rewards and you'll see how it works. Right, I think I've already spoken a bit about the slide to say how do you register. You just go on our website. The registration form I've already shared with you. As I said, that once you finalize the registration, there are 2 options really. It's that you're paying for yourself, where you're able to use EFT if you're settling your fees, and you just upload that to for our finance to activate you. Or if you're paying through PayFast, you'll be automatically activated. PayFast, they've got 2 options. You're able to pay through the installment based monthly installments, or you can pay through what do you call this? Or you can do once off as well if you want to use your credit card. So that's a nice one because it does not matter where you are based. As long as you have a debit or credit card, you're able to utilize PayFast. If your employer is paying on your behalf, all we need is the confirmation from your employer that they're going to be paying on your behalf. It's either a return email or a return a confirmation letter or approval of your funding that they're paying. You upload that and our finance team will assist. And as you finalize the registration, you'll receive the onboarding pack, which will assist you in terms of how to navigate your learning resource and platform. But otherwise, number 5, I've already spoken about the referral, and I'm looking forward to having you refer others, first register and refer others. But if there's anything else, definitely for us, we are here to partner with you. We are here to share the journey with you to success. And looking forward to just engaging with everyone as you finalize your registration. But if there's anything else, you are most definitely welcome to continue engaging with us. But also what I'm going to do is that I know for some what do you call this? For some SEMA professionals, there could be some of the areas to say that, but my where I'm at, there could be one issue or the other that I still need to finalize. You're also able to just book a session with myself. I'm just gonna yeah, Dineo, if you get it, you can assist with sharing my booking link. You can just check there when you are available. You can find a slot there. We can always just engage on a one-on-one if there is any particular aspect which you're saying that it's a bit different because you're coming from the SEMA. Some of the candidates are coming from SEMA is to say that I am here in terms of my technical skills. I believe this is where I'm at. How do we work around that? We're able to just have a one-on-one engagement and we can chat. I think I do have my booking form and you can just engage there. Let me see. Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dinelle, for sharing. I was also already sharing there. Yeah, but otherwise for us is that, yes, Kosinati, good pick, eh? I wanted to see who's paying attention. You're still wide awake on a Friday. The fees which I have here on the slide, it's actually the ICAS fees. I see now. The ICAS fees, one, they have a discount for those who are based in ICAS. Or maybe you guys are not aware. For ICAS, we have a slight discount because we breached the gap for an ICAS fee which they have to pay towards ICAS as part of their registration. So we split that there is a fee which will payable directly to ICAS, and there's a fee which is the tuition fee, therefore is payable directly to us. But yeah, the fees which you have there, if you go back to our website, you'll see that we have the ICAS fees and we have the RSA fees. The difference really is just that part of saying that the candidates who are based in ICAS, there is a fee which they need to pay. But for us, we just bridge that gap as part of our agreement with ICAS. So it means that, yeah, when you go to our website, you'll see the fees which will apply there. You'll see that you will be utilizing the fees. And also when you register, you will get the exact fees which are applicable to you based on the information you complete for us. So it's important that you note one, that your CA Institute is ICAS and you're based in RSA, or you're based in Zim, or you're based in Eswatini, or you're based in Namibia, then you'll get the correct fee. Because, for example, if you're based in Namibia or you're based in Eswatini or Zim, it will be excluding VAT. And that is part of that. That's my little CPD for tax. At least I still remember that part as I don't have to do the CPD for it. 0 rated. But yes, otherwise from my side, from myself, that's it. On the competency number 9, Asen, time management, not so bad, eh?
Not so bad.
Not so bad. Yes. So I'll be somewhere on borderline competency if Asen is
I think I'll be joining you there. Needs
But
development.
yeah, yes, I'll be somewhere on the borderline competency. But I'm sure you guys, you maybe you'll forgive me. I'll even be on the competent. It's my first time making sure that we crystallize and make sure that we give you this package as soon as we can, as quickly as we can, given that it's a Friday. We did well.
Yeah, I
Any
completely agree.
questions? Yes, any questions before we call it a night? I'm tracking my registration. Oh, thank you so much, Cheryl. Please do go ahead. I'm tracking my registration database here as it's coming through. I'm seeing who's registering, and I know a couple of people have already registered. Thank you so much, Matsiri. So great, thank you so much. Cheryl, please go for it.
Thanks, Elelwane. Hi, everyone. I wanted to check. In fact, I'm actually here because of a colleague that made it through Endonamo. So he
Great. See?
motivated me. He managed to
That's our
convince
friend
me
of the
to
brand.
Yeah, he managed to convince me. I was done. I was at peace. I was very happy with my decision. So I said, you know what? It's Giyani. I don't know if you remember Giyani Ngobeni.
We remember Gianni
Yeah.
Ngobeni. We
Yeah,
know our
so
candidates. We know our candidates.
managed to convince me, so I believe it's the right decision. So what he said was apparently Tutuga, it's actually at some point gives a reimbursement or there's some support in terms of the fees. So I just wanted to know whether, as myself, I would pay the entire fee as if there's nothing that I would anticipate from Tutuga, or if it's something that I've only partially paid at the moment. I just wanted to phase my payments. But I'm curious to know about the Tutuga arrangement, because apparently they do offer some assistance, but I don't know at what point. That's my first question. The second one, I think you already did cover. I think my main question was in terms of I'm from the SEMA background. So already I know from the last APC I wrote, I know exactly that the technical is what threw me totally off guard. So I think my question was going to be where you already know that you need to bridge the gaps on the technical, and they are the CTA videos, but what additional support is there in terms of assisting with that? So I think maybe I'll do the booking, because what I wanted to ask was if maybe one can organize forecast guidance. So in my example, just to give you, it was the consolidations. It threw me totally off the entire exam because I was so not prepared for consolidations questions, and it's so complex. So if, say, I go on the videos and I realize that, you know what, I need dedicated studying on consolidations, can there be some sort of arrangement to do that in parallel or something? But then I think maybe on that second one, I'll follow your lead on booking a separate 30-minute session, because that's really the challenge is that it doesn't matter how good one's business acumen is. Once the technical throws you out, then everything just goes haywire. Yeah. So for
No,
now, I think
absolutely.
it's the Tutuga one
Yeah.
that I think. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, no, absolutely true. And definitely I think when it comes to technical skills one, for us, the non-competency, there is no number one and there's no number one, number nine. They complement each other, and it's very important that you work through that. But otherwise, I'm also happy for us to engage further in terms of some of the support which we have, and you can see how we can leverage on that. Definitely happy to assist there. And then and yeah, maybe I think let's do that. I do have a different approach for the repeat candidates for SEMA, especially if you believe that technical skills are your issues, but we can engage further on that. But my recommendation, maybe if someone is asking, and Aston maybe is asking, where are you taking my candidates? I'm taking them to to actually do the bridging course and do the catch up, and we can see how we work around it, because the honest truth is that it does not matter how good you are with the 8 out of the 9 competencies. If there is one which is troublesome, it can easily throw you off. And as you know that BC is not it's not you have 1 or 2, 3 LCs, and that is it. So for me is let's engage and let's see how we can best support. In terms of the Tutuka one, yeah, this year from our side, we have taken a step to not what is the right word? Participate in that. And I think one of the challenges which we have is the structure. Like, you're asking me a question, I have no idea. I have no idea if there's Tutuka. And it gets to be a bit of how then do I assist Cheryl to package the payment arrangement with this uncertainty, and it's just the administration thereof. And I think yeah, so it gets to be a bit of a challenge, but it depends. For us, one of the things which I will say that you should, which is guaranteed. So for us, that's why one of the reasons why we also introduced the Friends of the Brand, because there is no question about it. If, for example, let's do not go coerce give a give, and I don't know what his recommendation is. If he recommended you, and you put, when you register, you say it's Friend of the Brand, and it says paid forward to Cheryl. That is a guaranteed aspect, that even when you come and say that he has referred me, but instead of him taking a cash reward, he wants it to pay it forward towards my tuition fee. Therefore, we're able to also consider that as you paying your tuition fee, to also consider that. But yeah, unfortunately, Tutuka, we do not know what is whether is being offered or not. And throughout the years, we have had a couple of challenges when our candidates are asking these questions and we have no idea. Therefore, we are not participating in that. And we believe that in terms of bridging some of the fees towards that, the Friends of the Brand can also assist towards managing your fees. And one, like, also you do have control over that. You're able to refer others, and those who refer you, they can also pay you towards your tuition fee as well. But yeah, in terms of the second one, definitely do book a session there so that I can see how I can best assist. I think I've had an engagement with a couple of candidates who are actually repeat candidates who are coming from the CIMA structure. Any other questions?
Thank you from my side. So then can the person that referred me then be a friend?
They're automatically a friend.
But can they then I don't know, I'm just trying to see if then maybe, since he convinced me so much, if then maybe we can approach it via that, be a friend, whatever. Maybe he can then pay forward to part of my fees. I don't know how it works.
Let's see. No, definitely it's the engagement between you and him. So everyone who was already our candidate, they are already registered as friends, as a friend of the brand. When they refer someone, they will have an option to say that they want their rewards to be cash payment or pay it forward. And like you're saying, you're also welcome to engage directly with him to say, I've heard about this Friends of the Brand. Let's see how strong your engagement goes and the convincing skills goes.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Right. I don't see any. Let me just check the comments. I don't see any other comments. But yeah, I look forward to engaging with you guys further. Looking forward for those who still need to book a session, definitely do book a session with me so that we can take it through that. But those who are already ready to register, do also finalize your registration so that you can start as soon as possible. You don't want to also play catch up, trying to, I will say that listening to us and for for a 4-hour session, it might take you a day. So finalize your registration as soon as possible so that you don't have to be going through the recorded videos. They're great when you're referring back to them, but it's also great that you engage with the other fellow candidates at the session and you get your answers responded during the session so that there is clarity before you go throughout your week.
Completely agree.
Thank-
And yeah, just from my side, thank you everyone for making the time and for showing that phenomenal commitment on a Friday evening. Really appreciate it. It was great to meet you all and looking forward to seeing all of you tomorrow morning. Hope those registrations come in.
Great. Thank you so much. Cheers. Have a good evening.
Cheers, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.